Hi everyone, I'm Darren the Ghost Guy. I can be found on YouTube and Google search by the same name. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Today's missing persons case originated in April of 1925 when Colonel Percy Fawcett vanished while trying to see what the Amazon rainforest had to offer. Colonel Percy Fawcett was one of the world's greatest explorers of his time. Percy decided to map the unmappable Amazon rainforest. Colonel Fawcett was overwhelmed by the beauty and dangers of the rainforest. The Amazon rainforest covers some 2,300,000 square miles of northern South America. That includes a large chunk of Brazil, substantial parts of Colombia, Peru, and sections of Ecuador, Venezuela, and Bolivia. In 1906, Percy joined the Royal Geographical Society. His team was tasked with mapping the No Man's region on the border between Brazil and Bolivia, which is located in the western edge of the Amazon rainforest. This would be the first of many expeditions that Colonel Fawcett led into the rainforest. His team members were always amazed at his navigational skills as well as his charisma when dealing with local tribes. His attitude towards the tribal people was uncommon at the time. High society English folks looked at the locals with contempt. The English had a superior belief and attitude, and as such, tribal people were hesitant to help. But Percy was kind and very respectful to the locals. His good manners turned beneficial for the survey team, making it much easier to create friendships with the locals. Relying on his skills in navigation and his tribal diplomacy, the colonel made 7 trips into the rainforest from 1906 till 1924. While making maps, he also wrote in a journal depicting all the scary stuff, such as giant snakes, giant spiders, scorpions. It seemed like everything either wanted to eat you or just kill you from one snake or spider bite. His writing captivated the high society in England, and by the time of his next expedition, scheduled for April 1925, he had plenty of fans awaiting his return, eager to learn of his travels. Colonel Fawcett was convinced of a tale left over by the Spanish conquistadors. Back in the 1500s, the story told of a lost civilization in the Amazon. Finding a lost city was not unheard of. They were aware of the Aztecs, Incan, and Mayan civilizations, so the idea of another undocumented lost city was an acceptable fact. On the day of their disappearance, Colonel Fawcett instructed the local helpers to return to the base camp. So his team was now his son, Jack Fawcett, and Jack's friend, Raleigh Ramil. The colonel was 58 years old in 1925. Many people questioned his ability at such an old age, but since the colonel was accompanied by 2 much younger men, surely if something happened during the expedition, the other 2 would have notified officials, but no such information was ever brought forward. The theory was that the 3 men were captured or killed by tribal groups whom didn't like outsiders. Others brought forth an idea of the colonel turning his back on the Western world and joining an Amazon tribe somewhere. The existence of the abandoned city that the Spanish spoke of was alluring to the colonel, and some believe he found it and decided to stay. The lost city was called the Lost City of Z, or maybe they found it and were not allowed to leave. The day the 3 left, the colonel left explicit instructions for them not to come looking for them. Well, that order was not followed, and searchers went out looking. The fact is that to this day, over 100 explorers have lost their lives looking for him. And people are still looking and dying. In 1996, a Brazilian adventurer attempted to retrace the colonel's footsteps. Unfortunately, this group was captured by a hostile tribe. The group only survived because they gave up their provisions as gifts, which in turn secured their freedom from the tribal leader. After this event, the group called in a helo to get them the hell out of there. The colonel, his son, and his son's friend were probably captured at that period of time. Cannibalism was a real danger along with headhunters. My personal opinion is that they were probably killed and eaten. The story comes from Missing True Cases of Mysterious Disappearances, written by Andrew Clark. I hope you enjoyed this story. For more stories like this one, please visit Darren the Ghost Guy. I can be found on YouTube and or Google search. Please visit me and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye.